Today is December 14th, and we study Luke chapter 14.
All right, so we start out chapter 14 with Jesus back on the Sabbath day, healing and performing miracles. The Pharisees are at their wits' end, but they're also realizing this is the wrong person to start an argument with. Every time they bring up something and they try to trap Jesus, corner him, he has a rebuttal that is so profound because God's speaking through him. It's a lose-lose for them. Now that's the third and the final time that we're going to read about Jesus performing these miracles on the Sabbath day, because his time on earth is limited. We then go into humility and how important humility is here on earth. And basically the takeaway is God blesses us with gifts. It's up to us to do the right thing with those gifts. Now, should we be fortunate enough to experience some success along the way, that success has nothing to do just with us.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite football player?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. How many Super Bowls has Tom Brady won?
7.
7. Now, when Tom Brady gets interviewed, does Tom Brady take all the credit?
No.
What does Tom Brady say?
He says, I couldn't have done this without all the 11 players.
Yeah, I couldn't have done this. It takes 11 players on the field.
Yeah.
It's not just me. It's all of my teammates throughout the week helping me prepare at practice. It's the coaching staff that's helping guide us. It's the front office investing in the personnel to build out a team around me. 7 Super Bowls has nothing to do with Tom Brady. It has everything to do with the organizations that I've been fortunate enough to be a part of. That's what humility looks like. Jesus even says in chapter 14, verse 11, for those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. I sure hope that the latter of the two is true for me. I don't ever want my pride, my ego, any kind of arrogance to stand in the way where I'm forced to be humbled. That sounds horrible and scary. I would rather be humble and grateful for every blessing that comes my way, recognizing that I'm not worthy of it to begin with. We then go into the parable of the great feast. And this man prepares this big party, and he sends out invitations to everybody. But as the party's getting closer, more and more people start to RSVP. Hey, sorry, we can't make it. Something's come up. I've got another wedding I've got to go to. Oh, I've got to go to a sports game. Oh, I've got work to do. I've got chores around the house. We find these things in life that occupy our space, that keep us busy, that stand in the way from us pursuing Jesus wholeheartedly every single day. And then he finishes that same parable by saying, that's fine then. Open it up to everybody. Because normally if you're hosting a party, you invite your friends. So it'd be like us talking about Jesus with the people we care most about, our family and our friends. And God is challenging us, get outside of your comfort zone. Get outside of your inner circles. Make sure that everybody that you encounter has been made aware of Jesus Christ. After that parable, we talk about the cost of being a disciple. And anything that's worthwhile in life requires sacrifices, right?
Yep.
So this, if we are going to be a student of Jesus, and if we are going to be a messenger of Jesus, then we have to sacrifice some of the temptations of the world, right? Some of the worldly pleasures. Some of the things from our past, they've got to stay in the past. We have to make a very conscious effort every single day to pursue Jesus, knowing that we are the salt of life. Now, at the end of this, he talks about salt. Winston, where would they get their salt from back then?
The Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea, yes. So the salt that came from the Dead Sea also had a lot of impurities that they would have to refine and remove so that the salt could serve its intended purpose.
Yep.
That's us. If we are going to be the salt of life, we have to remove some of the impurities from our own lives.
Yep.
So that people can see Jesus in us by how we live our life, right?
Yep.
Actions speak louder than words. So do people see Jesus in our hearts by how we treat others and how we attack every single day?
Yep.
And that's how we wrap up this chapter.
Okay. All right. God bless you.
Aww.